Hey guys, what up? It's me, Canyon Malloy, the guy about to give you an intro. I just adjusted in my chair. Sorry if you heard that. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that at some point, like microphones cut out. So if someone isn't saying anything, or you hear just me doing like an accent, that's just me pretending to be someone else if I need to fill in any gaps. But other than that, the episode's good. Have fun listening. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Properties of Nature podcast. It's your boy Cade Arthur Perrin. That's not fucking. I don't know. I don't know if I should say his full name. It's probably fine. It's actually Canyon this time. Cade decided he didn't want to be here, and he wanted to be lazy and go do other stuff. He could have missed the other podcast we're gonna do after this one, but I guess he's just busy right now. But it's me, your boy Canyon Malloy, the guitarist for Properties of Nature.
Hey, I'm Josh. I sing for Properties of Nature.
Hi guys, it's Thomas Heath. I'm the motherfucking bassist, and Cade's full name is actually Arthur Cade Perrin, just in case you guys wanted to know.
Let's give him a social while we're fucking at it.
His social is 579. I don't fucking know.
All right, and we're here with special guests, the band Here's to Now. If you guys want to start introducing yourselves.
Hi, my name's Joey. I slap the bass and I sing for Here's to Now.
Hey, I'm David. I play the drums, you know?
Oh, hey, I'm Chris. I play guitar and I do backup vocals for Here's to Now.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm Pete. I play guitar in Here's to Now, and you're listening to the Properties of Nature podcast.
Dude,
Sponsored by Disney Channel.
Nice.
This is like the those genius lyric videos you see on like YouTube where they like always have the artists like sing just way fucking worse a cappella versions of like their actual songs.
The genius,
the genius stuff with like the yellow on the background. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What was it, Chris? We got you like it like felt like we came up behind you with a camera and you. Oh hey, how's it going, guys? Man, I'm sure glad to be here. Like that.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Do we want to keep talking about? I mean, what was the fucking not Adventure Time? I mean,
Regular show.
The regular show. I feel like I cut that off. I kind of feel bad about that. I don't know if there's more to talk about Adventure Show, regular show, but I mean, if you guys want to, you can go ahead.
Guys,
Rigby's a
top
bro.
10 regular show
I
moments.
didn't mean it. It is a funny show, though. I think a little bit might go over my head. This is what people came here for. Let me get up close to my mic.
Dude, there's a guy on TikTok that does an insane impersonation of Pop.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious, dude. It's insane. I'll send it to you guys after this, but it's kind of wild how good he does it.
You're going to be upset.
Yeah,
dude,
you share it with us.
I'll send it for sure.
What
dude.
is it?
It's so good.
What is it?
He does like this crazy impersonation of Pops. It's like ridiculous. It's so fucking funny.
If you send it to us, I'll post it to our Twitter, just like unannounced, and people will be like, "What the fuck is that?" And then people will have to wait like 2 weeks or something for this episode to come out, so that way they can go on they can scroll all the way down through our bullshit on there, and then they'll see it. They're like, "Oh, dude, I get it. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys? I mean, so excited to be on the critically acclaimed Properties of Nature podcast, right?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
stoked.
Dude, we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
You guys been on a podcast before?
No, this is our first time, yeah.
It's all I ever do.
have.
Wait,
Oh.
one of you have
Yeah.
just one of you?
Wow. Someone's been on a podcast.
What were you on a podcast for the band?
What's that?
No, this is our first podcast.
It was for another band, but it was a friend of mine, so I hooked him up with some random words on my birthday, so he just showed
Okay,
up.
that's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, so at least one of you guys has experience. It's a pretty yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of podcasts, they're like, don't worry, guys. We're just gonna hang back and kick it. Like, this isn't like an interview. You're not at a job right now. And like, I mean, as much as we don't want to be that, we're also not crazy serious. I don't know. I think it's just nice that I really want I like our interviews being kind of a way for people to get to know bands more, because honestly, like, I don't know, what's some of your guys' favorite bands?
No, yeah, that's so sick, dude.
A lot. Dance Gavin Dance, obviously. Huge influence.
Like if they had a fucking podcast, like I would listen to that,
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
would want to know more about them. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they don't. I mean, they're busy guys, I'm sure. But like, you know, I think it's always like a fun time. I think, and getting
Oh,
to know
yeah.
you guys is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you've ever listened to the Properties of Nature podcast before, and you don't have to have. I'm not calling you out for it or anything. Don't worry, I understand.
Eat.
But it's so weird to have heard your guys' music, like just randomly. You haven't heard it before, but I worked at a place some may know called Domino's, and I was the delivery driver, and your guys' shit would come up on my metal mix, and
sick.
then I just that's how I'd find all my music, and I'd find you guys.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which I'm sure you can imagine which fucking song it was that came up on my metal mix. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of that song
definitely
by now.
Retrograde.
Is it Retrograde?
Had to have been Retrograde.
Dude, I'm really proud of those vocals I threw down on Retro. It's like some of my favorite work.
Dude, those are fucking. Why are there no vocals on Retrograde? I've been wondering that since I listened to it. I was like, there's only one instrumental song. Why?
There's only one answer, and it's because that song was like right before we recorded it. Like, we were gonna go record an EP, and like that song came up like so last minute. Like, I think we had another song that we were gonna record that for the EP, but like we all really liked that song, and we were like, "Fuck, let's do it." But I didn't have anything written for it, and so we were like, "It's kind of cool just being instrumental," and I think we just went with it.
Are you gonna record vocals for it, or is that just staying instrumental forever?
That was a question for one of the guys in our Discord. They're like, "Bro, when's the lyrics coming out? When's the lyric drop?"
Dude, I don't know. I mean, like sometimes when we're jamming it, I'll like randomly start singing stuff. But
it might be cool one day, maybe to revisit. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. At the time, we were like definitely jamming a lot of like Chan, Polyphia, that kind of stuff. So I think part of it was like, oh, it'd be cool to have an instrumental song.
Covet.
Yeah, that song had a huge Covet like inspo.
Oh yeah, Covet.
I'll give you guys a really good idea at free of charge, right? So for us, we took inspiration from SFCPR. I'll just say remix for this. But we took big inspiration from that, and we made LSFHQP. Yeah. We took inspiration from that, and then made that. And I'm like, that's a pretty good call it or whatever. I think, but people, they want to know so fucking bad. It is one of the greatest properties of nature mysteries. They're like, what the fuck does that? What could it possibly mean? And we're like, it's just a regular sentence. Like that. If we told you, it would lose the fucking the mystery, the Disney wonder, right? Yeah, the magic. So. But for you guys, that can just be that you will, like, at every show, sing, like, entirely new lyrics. Sometimes you can be, like, a memester, like Bill Murray about it, but pussy, 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 marijuana. Like, you could sing some shit like that. And other times you sing just, like, something just insanely fucking, like, deep and, like, oh, my God, these are the secret real lyrics. And then, like, they'll, like, tweet about it or whatever. That can, like, be your guys' fucking thing.
That's a good idea.
You know what? I think you're onto something.
Realistically, you just re-release it with lyrics whenever you're like happy with it, and then people will be like, oh, and then it'll probably just be another most listened to song, whatever it is.
Like,
they say,
just like as soon as they drop it, there's like 1,000 people already ready to listen. They turn it on instantly. Everybody's you just hear that outside your house. You're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on out there?
You guys, how's your day going today? You did ask us this before the podcast, and I guess I just want to know about what what you guys get up to on an average day. I guess that can lead into the question of like, what do you guys do when you're not doing music?
I guess we can go down the line, Joe, if you want to go first.
I work at a small coffee shop on Melrose called Rocket Ship Coffee, and I manage the shop, so I like ordered a bunch of paper product today and like
well, big man working for big paper out here promoting big paper.
Call me Michael Scott, bro. I just like I mean, it wasn't that cool. It was really busy and we didn't have a lot of people there, and it wasn't that great. I just made coffee and like did that, and that's pretty much it. As soon as I got home.
Did you work today? Like you had a shift, or did you just have some stuff you had to take care of?
I had a shift, but like I had to like on Fridays we get like a food order, and I needed to order some like cups and shit. So that was pretty much it.
That's so mundane. I love it.
Yeah,
I
so
love
boring.
that it's just very regular.
I mean,
I love it.
I had some Hail the Sun going on in my on my AirPods.
That's nice. I was just listening to Hail the Sun. I feel like I hadn't listened to him in such a long time, and I was dying for it.
Oh, dude, that Secret Wars EP, or I don't know if it's Secret Wars, but it's
both of their EPs.
Yeah,
both of the EPs.
gold.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
good.
gold, actual gold.
They're my favorite albums out of all the Hail the Sun stuff. For some reason, their EPs just hit so much harder
Yeah.
than the albums. I don't know what it is.
I did really like that new album, the one Imposter Syndrome, or the blue one with the TV. I forget the name of it.
Is it Secret
Mental
Wars?
Knife?
Yes.
Mental Knife.
Mental
Fuck my
Knife.
life.
That
There's
was
one
Fuck my
after
life.
Mental Knife. I don't know what the one after Mental Knife was.
They
New
had the
Age
reimagined
Filth.
stuff. New Age Filth.
I
Yeah.
wasn't a fan of New Age Filth, actually.
yeah.
I think I just listened to it. I thought that I liked it. Let me
I thought,
double check
like,
here.
none of the songs are like bad, but I liked
Nah,
Mental
man.
Knife more.
Seriously, go
I
back
feel like
and
New
listen
Age
to.
Filth. No, I went back and listened to it like this week, and that's definitely my least favorite album out of their entire discography.
Seriously,
Like,
I really liked it. I liked
Yeah, I'm
Mental
just not a
Knife
fan.
less.
I need to check it out, dude. I fell off kind of after Mental Knife. I just started listening
man,
to
you
Royal
fell off.
Coda a lot.
dude, the new Royal Coda album slaps though. You guys
Hell
listen to
Yeah.
that?
Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
it's been on-
dude.
So good.
The bass
Oh, they're all
lines.
big fans of Swancore, it seems.
Yeah,
Than that.
dude,
Dude, yeah.
I saw Dance Gavin Dance with Royal Coda, the West Hollywood show that sold out like really quick.
Oh my god,
Dude, I mean, I love DGD, but Royal Coda's set was like the star for me that night, dude. They were amazing.
Yeah, they're just.
I'm not saying that I want DGD to fall off. That's not what I'm saying here. But I am saying I'm super excited that all these other bands are like. I'm not that like Royal Coda's coming out of the fucking woodworks because the vocalist of it, Kurt Travis was in fucking DGD.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like bands are getting bigger, and I'm seeing it more. Like I think I see that a lot with like Dwellings. I want them to release their new shit so bad. Please, what? We should have them on the fucking podcast. I'm not gonna talk about that when you get to that.
We're gonna eventually have them on the podcast.
Yeah, no way, you fucking don't. I fucking love those guys.
Those guys
But yeah,
are
like
dope, too.
bands.
Just to throw that
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
it's so fucking good.
Dwellings.
And it like bands like you guys, bands like fucking Dwellings, all these bands that are just coming out of the fucking woodworks, taking like influence from all these things, and then just making the craziest shit and just jerking off all over their fucking instruments. And I'm like, oh my god, I love this. All right, not leaving anybody out here. Dave, how was your day?
It's pretty mundane as well. I'm a supervisor at a Starbucks, so I worked there this morning.
So both you guys.
Lots of
Our
coffee
coffee
up
shop.
in here.
Just wait till you get to Pete. But yeah. I went into work at 5:30 this morning. Worked a long ass day. Got home, showered, took my dogs for a nice little walk with my lady, and now I'm
Aw.
here. So
That sounds like a great
Sickness.
afternoon.
Pretty chill,
like that's
yeah.
just like for regular life. Like fuck, man, you're living a good. Yeah, you know what you said. You said wait till we get to Pete. Pete's like I'm just a cup of coffee. I'm a sentient cup of coffee.
You guys have.
Pete is the guy. Pete is the guy dressed up as a cup of coffee with the little sign, spinning
Yeah.
it around and shit out in front of the coffee shops.
There's the two coffee shops you both work at, and then he works at one directly like triangulated between the three of them. That is way small, like tucked away in a corner, no one can see. He just spins signs all fucking day. That would actually be dope. I mean, if you did that, listen. Just lie to me, dude. I don't want to know what you do in real life. I just
own
want
my
that.
own- Dude, I own my own coffee company, actually. You guys might have heard of it, actually.
Shit.
Actually, fuck
What
you.
is it?
I can't believe that. Are you
Is it
serious?
Starbucks?
Pete's Coffee.
It's Starbucks, isn't it?
I don't know if you guys have heard of it. That's
Pete's
my company.
Coffee. About to look it up.
Okay. All
I don't
right,
drink
we're
coffee,
gonna come
so I'm
back
not
to
a
this.
coffee
Chris, how
guy.
was your day? I don't know if that like how, how do you? Hello, sorry.
It's interesting. I'm at a weird time in my life. I broke the shit out of my right leg, so I've been nursing that for like a whole year.
You sound like Thomas.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Thomas can't help but hurt himself, dude. He's a fucking monster.
oh, dude, yeah. See, so I've been doing nothing but chilling, playing video games all day.
You're just
Nothing but
laying up. That's
trouble.
kind of nice.
That's right.
I mean,
I'm
nothing
jealous.
you can't do, right? If you can't walk.
No, yeah, you can't fucking walk. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
No, that's fair.
Chris
Right.
kind of fell
But that's
off
a good day.
of a tall structure.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say you fell off, dude. All right, Pete. How was your day? You fucking coffee overlord monster. You just massive you coffee monopolizer. Get out of the
Sponsored
fucking way.
by Pete's
Stop.
I'm
Coffee.
googling Pete's Coffee right now.
You're
by
gonna
the
run
way.
Dave out of a fucking job. You know that, right? Like,
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Is
Hey,
it
man, it is what it is.
PEET?
You know, you gotta win some, you gotta lose some.
Is
you
it
know what?
PEET?
Yeah, at least y'all are all good. Y'all are good friends.
It's a
but I guess I say that. That's me assuming it. Maybe you hate each other.
Yeah, that's my coffee. That's my brand.
I don't believe.
dude.
No, I'm just joking. I work at
Damn,
Starbucks
you
as
fucking
well.
lied to us.
I'm also a
damn.
Starbucks boy.
You goddamn
dude.
liar.
What are you
Bruh.
doing? You're gonna. There's gonna at some point. Our podcast is gonna get so big that they're gonna start making like Germa compilations about the shit that happens on this fucking podcast, and there's gonna be the times where I look like a fucking idiot and I get fucking pranked on it. It's gonna be in here.
Dude, I believed him too.
But,
No,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. How was your day? Yeah.
It was pretty good. I woke up kind of late. I made like coffee and food like maybe an hour ago.
Imagine that.
But yeah, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, I was talking to the guys earlier. We're just like getting ready for our new stuff, but gonna be cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you say new stuff, like multiple new things, like a big release, or what are you talking about? Or can you talk about that?
We can't really talk too much about that, but
Then
it's
don't.
gonna be
And
cool.
I don't even care.
It's gonna
I
be
don't
good.
care, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, we have some new song coming out very, very soon.
Oh, yeah.
We just have to be on the low about it.
Yeah.
Other people involved,
Gotcha.
but it's exciting. It's super exciting for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very.
We've had to be the same way. We've had some stuff under our belt that we just been like, pushing to get out, and you just want to tell everybody.
Dude, yeah,
it's a
it
bit different
sucks.
with us, but yeah, it's like you just want you want to have it out, and you want to know how people are going to react, and it's just a whole different mindset than being the normal human being you used to be when you were in fucking like high school or something.
Yeah.
And now like people look up to you and they're like, I want music, and you're like, fuck, I'm trying. It just costs so
Yeah.
much money.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Facts.
They're like, oh, I want music. And it's like, I want to
Yeah.
not be poor, but
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get there together, right?
I just have this coffee, man.
So, you guys' music, it's pretty dope, right? I like it. You guys like it. Hopefully, you fucking like it. I mean, you make it, right?
Yeah.
What are some of your influence that you have that you like try to put into your music,
Circa Survive.
old and new?
Damn, yeah, there's a lot.
I feel like, yeah.
I think one thing that's cool about us, and I mean, I guess it could be the same for everybody, maybe you guys, but we all listen to pretty different things. Like originally starting the band, like I grew up really into like emo and pop punk kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like Fall Out Boy is like one of my biggest favorite bands, I guess. Mayday Parade, things like that. So that's like always been my influence, but the guys all have like all these other different things, and when we get together we just come up with a fusion of all the stuff that we grew up on and love. So I don't know, I'm sure they can tell you other bands.
Yeah,
Well,
we
let's
don't really go specifically for anything, just subconsciously you can kind of hear our influences.
Yeah, like if you're listening to one of your guys' songs, you could be like, oh, I thought of this because it feels like this, like it gives me this vibe, and you're like, oh yeah, I listen to that band, like some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys know.
I was looking at like you have your inspiration playlists on your Spotify page, which is a really good idea. I might try to copy you at some point for that.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
But I saw like you have Citizen on there, which is
Oh, yeah.
like it's not something I would have guessed, but listening to your music, I'm just like, that makes sense. Like I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, dude, yeah, that Youth album.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Youth is good.
That new one, I'm looking at the playlist right now too. Actually, I have it pulled up because I wanted to see what we had on there. Yeah, dude,
It's a great way to get the question done. You're like, shit, we prepared for this.
dude, yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes, as a band, there's just maybe you don't have something to post. So that was just an idea I had. I was just like, we should just like put a inspiration playlist so people kind of know what we like. So yeah, I mean, I just asked the guys like, what are some songs you guys are jamming right now? And at the time, that's what we were all jamming. It's just a big compilation of like random shit, dude.
It's a great fucking idea. Like honestly, like when I think of the people that I look up to in the genre, I'm like, I wonder if they've ever heard of us. Like we're like smallish, but we're making our way up in the genre, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I wonder if they've listened to us or like, what other music do they listen to? Because there's a lot of artists that you're like, oh, I love them.
Yeah.
And then you find out they like listen to fucking Hatsune Miku, and you're like, whoa, I wouldn't have expected that.
Dude, yeah,
but I mean, it's still fucking
that
cool.
always trips me out. I love podcasts. So like when I listen to a lot of music podcasts too, and like when I hear a band or an artist like something that I like or something completely random, it just throws me off. I'm just like, damn, that's sick.
It just kind of reminds you a little bit that it's like, oh yeah, they're human too.
Yeah,
like
we're
they're
all
going to
people,
listen
yeah.
to music and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's such a weird thing to think. Whenever we're doing these interviews, it's always so wild because you get like excited and nervous and everything, and then you get in there and then it's just a bunch of fucking dudes, and you're like, oh, it's
Just a bunch of dudes being dudes.
Yeah, we're just talking to some dudes.
Just a
over
bunch
here,
of
these
guys
copy
being
boys.
dudes.
There you go.
Dudes
Yeah.
being dudes.
A bunch of dudes being those. Also,
And
quick.
I have to imagine that's what it's like on tour too. Oh yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say quick apology about my cat. She sometimes meows at me while I'm like just chilling here. So if that comes up in the recording, just
Oh, there it is.
you know.
there
Yeah,
was.
Hey, just
I think for our Discord, at least, everybody would love that. Shout
Okay,
out
cool.
to everybody in the Discord listening right now
this is
who
mine.
likes cats. We got a special guest for you, a real life
special-
cat.
A special guest on a special
Josh,
guest.
you're talking
podcast.
and it's not coming through.
Well, fuck me.
Oh no.
Is he saying "fuck me"?
Can you hear me?
There you
Yeah,
go.
now I can.
Were you mouthing that?
I think my
Oh,
I think my headphones are broken.
Oh no.
I've been trying to talk the whole podcast. I don't know if you guys have been hearing me at all.
No.
Oh, shit.
Dude, no, I just
For all I
noticed
know,
you.
for all I know,
no.
I might not have been coming through the whole time.
Turtle Beach.
That's
Hey, guys,
gonna
if you
be-
No, I
didn't
didn't hear you that whole
if you
time.
I don't
didn't
have any
if you didn't hear
replacements.
Josh, it's because I cut out all of his voice because we couldn't hear him. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
Canyon,
just going to be a
You're gonna have to
distraction.
do a lot of editing possibly because of this.
It'll be
Oh,
fine.
shit.
Whenever we just start talking over you, I'll just fucking cut your whole track out up until like minute 22 or something. Damn,
Just do it.
22
It'll make more sense if you do.
Yeah, it will. People will just think you're being real quiet.
Just a quiet boy.
Yeah, I am glad you got your cam on. Though. So shit, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I got some questions too though.
Just so, you're one of the podcast hosts. You can just ask
I mean-
them. That's okay.
where are you guys from? Are you all from California?
Partly. Three of us are from a small town in Texas called Snyder.
Snyder.
Yeah, super small. Like to put it in perspective, the closest Starbucks is 2 hours away from our hometown. Like
God
Fuck my
damn.
life.
we're in the middle
Yeah,
of
dude.
nowhere.
Our mall.
Okay.
Right
is like
now,
a
you
walk
guys are in
away.
the middle of nowhere.
No. Where we are from, like we all went to high school together, and like we've all been friends for many years. Me, Pete, and David, we all grew up in Snyder, Texas, and we moved out here like
Wow.
2016. And Chris is
Okay.
Chris, you're from here, right? You grew up here in California.
Yeah, I grew up in Covina. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that place, but it's just like the outskirts of LA.
Never
Oh,
heard
damn.
of it.
Yeah.
But
Living
also,
it
I'm
out
not
in
from
the good life.
California, so
Oh, yeah.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from like mostly the East Coast, like North Carolina, Virginia, mostly, and then I moved out to St. George, Utah, when I was like around 12 or 13, and now I'm back in Virginia at the age of 24.
I like
Sick.
Virginia.
Mm.
I used to live in Lynchburg for a second.
It's
Dang.
beautiful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
live pretty close to Lynchburg, I think. Maybe I say close, but that shit could be 3 hours away, and I wouldn't fucking know. Honestly. I just have heard of it. It's like I live around like the Bluefield, Tazewell area, some shit like that. I don't know if any of that rings bells, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Good podcast audio, Canyon. You're doing a great job.
I mean, I have basically Canyon's story, except not Virginia. I'm from Everett, Washington.
Yeah, the entire
Basically,
other
it's like
side
30
of the...
minutes from Seattle.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I basically just say I lived in Seattle because nobody knows where the
Yeah,
fucking Mill Creek or Bothell or Everett is. They're just like, okay.
I get that. Yeah.
But it's probably the same with Snyder, Texas.
Yeah,
Just nobody ever. All anybody knows about is Houston and
Dallas,
the other one,
Austin.
Dallas.
I don't know. Yeah,
dude.
I could name a few Texas places without even having been there.
Dude,
Even Snyder.
Tazewell, Virginia,
Not
it doesn't
Snyder.
even fucking have a Taco Bell, dog.
Damn,
Yeah,
no Taco
Ew.
Bell.
Our town
It's
got
small. We got
Taco
like a
Bell.
population of like 7K people. It's like Bluefield is
shit.
more.
Yeah,
I wonder how many
Like
people
they have
live
a
in
Taco
Grinders,
Bell. Yeah, no, it's like small places. Small places make good musicians, apparently.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Jersey.
My family moved
Yeah.
around a lot, but I ended up in St. George at one point, and that's where all of us met, was in St. George. And then we all went back to whatever corners of the country we're from.
Whatever.
I mean, I'm still in
godforsaken
St.
place
George.
I'm in Denver at the
Yeah.
moment,
Oh shit.
Oh, sick.
so
That's cool. I've always wanted to go there.
Not to like hijack the podcast from you guys, but how do you guys do your music? Like, since you guys are all like separated, do you guys like?
Oh, that was a question I was gonna
Telepathically.
have for you.
We do it
Wait, what?
telepathically.
Wait,
all
yeah, we
think really
telepathically
fucking
write
hard.
music. Yeah, and then we just show up to the studio and we're like, "You got it," and it's like a movie scene. It's like a Disney movie scene or something. And we're like, "Yeah."
Whole
we
montage
got
of you
it.
guys in the studio.
Yeah, dude, it's a
Yeah.
montage of us recording the album, and as soon as the montage ends, we release the album.
Hell yeah.
it's mostly
Sick.
we mostly like write our individual parts separately. Then we get to the studio like a couple months later and have forgotten all the parts, so we're just like at the fucking
No,
at the fucking
you,
desk.
not me. I did so good this time. I did so good. Dude, the first,
Tell
for,
him.
sorry,
Tell
for,
him.
for the fucking first EP, dude, I did so bad. Like I was like, we went to a guy named Drew, and he's a really good in the fucking industry. He's recorded for Hell of Sun and Days Gavin Dance, and he's such a cool guy. And I show up. And I played like a fucking dunce, dude. Like I didn't practice at all, and like
Damn.
it still came out really good. And that just shows how good he is. But this time, oh my fucking god, I played so fucking good. They'd be like, "Shit, you play like that live?" And I'd be like, "Yeah."
Dude, that's sick.
What are you gonna do about
we
it?
we actually reached out to him too for mindfulness, but we ended up not going with him, obviously. But he was an option for us. That's pretty sick.
Whoa, that's
I would
crazy.
He's
say-
a
Yeah.
really cool guy. I would
Small
highly
world.
suggest him if you
I
ever
would
get
say
the
do it.
chance.
Yeah.
He's chill as fuck.
At some point, if it's like, oh, we're making buku bucks from making music now. It's like, try it, dude. He's dope. Josh helped build a studio.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
Oh,
did.
that's so sick.
That's
Did you get a
cool.
discount?
Only
Yeah.
a very, very small portion. Very
Yeah,
small
like
wall piece. I cut out a bunch of these little things. You had like a what's it called? Not a
Sound
diagram.
dampening boxes, or
No, like
it's a
the
blueprint.
a blueprint. He had
Yeah.
like this fucking blueprint with all this instruction shit on it, like super professional looking shit. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I've never used a fucking blueprint before. And I started making his very complex, specific angled sound things. I think they turned out good. As far as I know, he used them.
Oh, the sound panels?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He gave us a little bit of money off on our
Hell yeah.
recordings because of it.
Damn.
I did work for him.
That's awesome.
Fun,
He's like, I need this shit made, and I don't want anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay somebody.
fun
dude,
fact
that's
about
sick. I
your
would take that.
studio is that Michael Franzino from A Lot Like Birds pretty much
Yeah.
like built his whole studio for him.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow.
the rest.
Oh, sweet.
Also, one of the guys from A Lot Like Birds left their fidget spinner there, and we took it hostage and sent
That
him
was
a
actually.
video about
I
it.
think that was him.
That was Michael Franzino, yeah.
Damn.
I think so.
That
And
is
then
so
that was
crazy.
also the place, the first episode of our podcast, which feels like forever ago now. That's
'Cause
where
it was.
Josh scared John Mess. John was going around the booth to
Oh,
record
God.
vocals,
Oh,
and Josh
he was recording
Josh was-
Secret Band, the second album. He was recording the second Secret Band album, and me and our drummer were sitting in the dark because he had no lights in his backyard, and we were told to go somewhere else, and we're like, fuck, what do we do while he's recording? So we went and sat down at this little table with an umbrella over it. At least I think, I don't know, it was like 6 years ago, but we were chilling there in the dark. John comes out of the room, and I'm like, hi, John. He's like, dude, what? He just like looks over. He's like,
I wonder
what
if he
the
remembers
He
that.
didn't actually say that, but he like looked over confused. He's like, who the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
because he doesn't
what's
see
going on?
anybody. He just hears voices in the dark in the night.
I'm sure Drew didn't say anything about us being out there, so he probably didn't expect it. So he just walked out, and he probably went back in because Drew had this separate room where you had to walk outside and then back through another door into the recording booth. So he probably went right into Drew's room and went like, dude, there's some fucking people in your backyard. Are they supposed to be?
Just like,
Is that
don't,
normal?
don't think about them. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I'm not
live
sure
there.
what happened. I never really talked to Drew about it.
We should have.
That's so fucking cool, dude. That is awesome. Holy
it's
shit.
a cool connection to have. I'm excited to go record them again.
Dude, I remember the first time I heard of Lot Like Birds. Those guys are just like incredible. I'm sad that they're not making music anymore.
I want more.
I want more. I crave it inside of me. There's no music like that, I feel like. I mean, maybe there is somewhere, but like, fuck, I have such a deep craving for that shit.
My first time hearing them, my little cousin showed me them. Like, I was a big Circa Survive fan growing up, and my little cousin was like, "Oh, you like Circa Survive? I feel like you would like this band." And I was like, "Okay." And then they just like showed me A Lot Like Birds, and I was like, "Oh fuck, these guys are crazy."
And your life changes forever. You're oh my god, I wish they'd make more stuff.
The first time I listened to them, I didn't like them at all. I was like, this is fucking trash. And then I listened to them like a year later, and I was like, God damn, this is amazing.
The same thing happened to me. Josh was like, yo, these guys, sucked. And then he showed them to me, and I was like, these guys suck. And then 6 months later, I started listening to them. I was like, dude, these guys they're great. I love these guys. I had to get more progressive and then re-listen.
That makes sense.
What about you? What about you guys in your recording process? Like, how long does it take for you guys to make a song? What's the whole process? Like, I assume you guys are close enough together that you can actually practice together.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
Lately, we've kind of just been, someone will shoot out an idea, and whether it's like in practice, we'll all kind of like just riff off of that, or we will all kind of like record our own parts like separately and like just make like just some like really simple demos, and then we get together and practice it, and it always comes out a little different, or it'll stay the same, but it's just always like little things are always being added whenever we're all doing our own little thing. So it's kind of like we get to mess around with a few ideas at the same time. So it's kind of cool. We're never stuck on just one thing.
Yeah,
that's whenever we recorded like Properties of Nature like together, like, and we not recorded like whenever we'd practice together in a practice space, like we would do those demos, and then we'd go in and you just get stuck on like, how do you make this part cooler? Like, let's do a thing where we add just more shit in. It was such a fun time. I miss doing that with everybody. I mean, this is second best, obviously, but like recording, over the internet is the best we can do right now. But I miss that shit so much.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful that we live very close. So we like, the hardest thing is just finding the time that we all have free, obviously. But yeah, it's cool that we can do that. But also just having, access to computers and recording and stuff like that does so much. Like we all write stuff and send it to each other, and just like here, like especially having like a Logic track. I don't know how you guys do it, but like just having, we all have Logic, and sending a project to somebody else and being like,
damn it, I wish we all use the same fucking DAW.
Dude, yeah.
We do not use the same DAW.
Dude.
None of us use the same DAW. We just export stems, and it's a fucking hassle. It's ass.
It'll save you guys so much time.
Homie, we changed fucking time signatures 800 times in a song, and we don't use the same DAWs, and none of them are compatible with time signature templates. So we're just like, we're over here like, I don't know what the
yeah, dude.
So what I do is I grab the shit, drag it into my thing. I don't even give a shit about those time signatures. I just sing over it. I'm not gonna fucking deal with that because I don't want to find out what's going on. I use Ableton.
Yeah, just put it on 1.4 or 4.1 or whatever.
But our drummer uses a different DAW, and our bass player uses a different DAW, so it's just a fucking mess, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, we just share projects, and it has like the same tempo. We also share plugins, so like if it pops up, it's already there, ready for us. So
that sounds so streamlined and nice, and I'm very jealous.
That's what I want. We're trying
to move to Studio One because it seems like pretty nice. As far as like, if we all had Apple products, we would absolutely be using Logic. Like that shit is so fucking good.
Oh,
like I cream looking at it.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I'm brand new to the recording kind of situation, but it's fucking cool, man.
It's nice to have a place to like get your ideas down instead of like just being on your like a fucking recording on your phone. You're like, what do you think of this? And so it's like, when you're like,
the good old days of voice memos on your phone.
That's what I used to be.
I still use voice memos to like right alone though.
I had like 16 voice memos of the same song, and I was like, okay, maybe I overdid it a little bit.
Yeah. You're like, oh, it's not this one. You like add a little change. You're like, well, I don't want to forget that.
Yeah,
and then you like
exactly.
re-record it, and it's another 2 minute and 36 long fucking thing. And then you gotta like, which one do I show them? This is the one I played bad, but I forgot to delete.
Exactly.
So which one do I show the guys?
Yeah.
Like send it in. They're like,
Right.
eh, like regardless, play the best you could. And everybody's like, I like it, but it sounds like shit, and I don't like it. It's like that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's good.
So
These
I
guys.
got another question. Just I don't know if that just like killed the mood, but
Just question.
do you guys play shows or
Yeah.
like that often? Like you said you're from small town, but do you do tours or anything like that or
We want to
like,
tour. We just haven't. We haven't had the
almost
chance
did.
to. Yeah. The second we dropped the EP, literally a month later, COVID shut everything down.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to do anything. So I mean, at least we look at it as like it gave people a chance to like stay at home and like listen to music and like jam stuff. But we're trying now. We're picking up on a few shows now.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. You got plans to tour in the future though? Is that like the goal?
Yeah, definitely. We want to.
Yes. So going off of what Pete was saying, I guess like we had this whole like outline built. We were gonna record the EP and start. We were looking at doing like a Southwest kind of tour. Starting small, going through like states neighboring us. So we were starting to get into that, and then we were also booking locally, and literally we put the EP out March 13th, 2020. So everything kind of fucked over after that, but we're gonna try
Do you guys have a label or anything, or are you just it's just you guys?
No, it's
just us.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it's like, well, I guess we're now our own touring managers.
Yeah,
and
we
do
all the we have to do all the work.
We got to call the
it's a lot to
venues.
plan.
Yeah, but now I mean it's a little tricky, I guess, being here in LA, just because everyone out here is trying to do something, so it's very competitive, I guess. But and a lot of people don't take you seriously unless you're a little more established. So that makes it a little difficult. But we found some neighboring cities around us, I guess, that aren't too far. Like obviously Swancore is huge in Sacramento, which is a few hours north of us. And down Orange County, which is like an hour south of us, is blowing up pretty
so
big.
Lucky. I'd love to play in places like that.
Yeah. So we're trying to head out to those spots. Do you guys know Anna Moria? Yeah. So like
we know them very well.
Yeah, so we played a couple of shows with them. I think right before the pandemic hit. So we've been like trying to stick with them and be like, yo, like where are you guys like going? Like where are you guys playing? Like what kind of bands are you guys finding? Because we're having such shit luck out here in LA. There's no Swancore does not live out here.
It's hard to do anything in LA, because what you're saying, all the competition, but then also it's so defeating because like you get to a point where you were like nobody, and then now you've got 20 something whatever thousand monthly listeners, and you're like, I feel like a hotshot right now. I can't wait to expand this. And then you talk to like anybody in LA, and they're like, I have 1 trillion Twitter followers, and they pay my rent, and I can show. And it's like, all right, fuck me. I guess I'm still nobody.
Yeah. No, straight up.
I don't know when enough will be enough, but hopefully at some point it'll fucking happen. I at least want to be happy.
Honestly, like I still feel like we're at the beginning. Like even though we have like a specific amount of like followers, I feel like with music, I don't know. I always feel like I'm learning new shit and learning new stuff. I always feel like a student of life, if that makes sense. Like everything's always brand new.
Every year there's always something new where I look back and I'm like, oh, dude, I thought I knew so much. And then this year, I'm like, bro, that guy was a fucking idiot. I don't know who the fuck that guy used to be, but he was a fucking dunce.
Yeah, dude.
No, it feels good to be where we're at right now. It's just nice that we now have a platform in order to create more music. That way we continue to grow. Whereas before, it was just Josh and I alone in his parents' basement, like posting pictures of our skateboards with as many hashtags as possible on Instagram, trying to get people to like our non-existent band. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
at
dude,
least we're not there
us,
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longboard though.
Rose Gold is a very catchy song. And I think it's a really cool song. Was there a moment where you guys were writing it and you guys were just like, God damn, this is a fucking catchy song. Like, this is gonna do well. Like,
oh yeah, in the
like
studio
that?
for sure. We changed the chorus like last second in the studio, and our producer at the time, Nick, he switched it around, and we kind of liked the way we were going into the studio with the song, and then he got Joey to sing it another way. And as soon as we heard it, we were like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude! This is fucking like this is good. Like it's catchy."
Yeah, Rose Gold
who
was
recorded your stuff, by the way?
Nick Morzoff. He does stuff for Chan and Animals as Leaders, and he did Animoria's album too. I'm not sure who else did he work with, guys.
Not sure. We haven't. So we went with a new producer this time around because we wanted to be a little more smart with the money, I guess. He was a little pricey, but he's been blowing up a little more. Like he's working with a lot more established people now. I mean, not that those bands aren't established, but like he's definitely branching out and doing other stuff. But it was a really cool experience to work with him. Like he definitely knew. It helps having somebody that knows what your goal is or with your music, right? Like what?
Wait, who's the new guy?
Do you guys know the band With Confidence?
No.
No. So they're a pop punk band, but their singer Jaden Seeley is recording us now. He's also in LA. So
super nice guy.
Yeah, we did Thieves with him. And
that song turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
I like that. I thought the
okay.
quality was sick on that one.
Yeah.
Like that's what the first thing that I thought was like the quality on this is really fucking nice.
Yeah, dude, and it was cool.
Sick.
It was a cool experience too, doing it with him. He just does it out of his home, and he has like a little makeshift studio in a shed. But it came out really cool. We did drums in a different studio, but yeah, dude, it was sick. We were really happy with it, and we have plans to do a full length in January with him. So, got a lot of stuff coming.
Hey,
You
real talk.
lucky dog.
Real talk. You guys got any spots open that I can feature on the full length?
Damn.
Hey.
Real talk. I'll do it for free.
Damn.
I'm gonna feature for a band called Lucius, a band called Meraki. I featured on a Poltergeist song. And if I get you guys on that list, and also Lilac Kings, dude, I'm featuring for everybody. I'm trying to get my voice on fucking everything, dude.
Hey.
I just like singing. So hit
I don't
me
see
up.
why not.
Like dead serious.
Wait till
I
our
listen to
EP
you guys
comes
all
out.
the time.
Wait till our EP comes out. Give it a listen. See what you guys think. Get back to it.
I just imagine
We're
him
not
like
pressuring you to answer the
Josh
podcast.
approaching you at like a gas station at night, and he's like, "Hey guys,
Free. I'll sing for you. Please.
Oh man, sorry, dude. I don't have any
He
money.
I'll feature on your album. I'll do it for free.
I'll do whatever you want.
He's propositioning himself. He's like, I suck Drake's dick. I've sucked Kanye's dick. I'll suck your dick for free. I swear to God.
Dude, I swear. Please. I need
Nothing
this.
so
I
fucking
need
good.
this.
If I get
No,
your dicks on the list of dicks I sucked,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm big time.
It's a really
I'm
big
actually
list.
I'm a really big fan of you guys actually. Like I've been listening to your guys' music. Every once in a while I'll listen to a band for like a solid month, nothing but like that band just like on repeat at work. Like it's probably fucking weird to do that, but like, dude, you guys, I was listening to it like straight fucking month. Like I was just
damn.
like,
Thanks,
Awesome,
man.
dude.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you,
binge
dude.
listening to you
man.
guys. I can almost guarantee at the end of the year, you know how they have those like Spotify, whatever the fucks
Yeah.
things, and it shows
Oh,
you your
yeah.
most listened to. I'm pretty damn sure you guys are gonna be on that.
Oh
Damn,
fuck
that's
yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
awesome.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
be-
dude.
I'd be surprised if you weren't. I'd be concerned if anything. Like what the fuck was I listening to? It just wasn't you
Josh.
guys.
Dude, yeah. No, we're still writing for the album.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of really cool stuff and a lot of like room still. So, dude, honestly, we're not.
Dude, I would
opposed
love
to
you
it.
to be on something, man. That'd be so cool.
Dude, hit me up. I can record from home. I got this $3,000 microphone that I like talking about because I went into debt for it.
He recorded we went to the studio to record, and then it finally came time for Josh to record, and he got mega fucking hardcore sickies, and then ate a Big Mac, and then it got worse. And I love including that part of the story.
I went to the hospital.
Oh shit!
I was so sick.
He was so sick, and then he was like, "I think I feel good enough to eat food." And I'm like, "Well, let's get you like some yogurt or something." He's like, "Big Mac."
I was like delirious. I was like so fucking sick. I was throwing up all day. I had like a severe migraine. I was like, I feel like I'm dying. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on. I had some like rare fucking thing. It's called like epiploic appendicitis or some shit.
Oh shit.
It's like super rare. It's when you're like it's one of your organs, like the colon or something. It has these little like phalanges in it, and they swell. It's so goddamn painful.
What the fuck?
Dude, it's so bad. I was like out of it for like fucking 4 weeks. Just
I'm so sorry.
in bed, just so sick. Dude, it was so bad.
Bro, you just reminded me of the word phalanges. I haven't heard that word.
I think that's what I read. I think I read they used the word phalanges.
It reminds me of Friends.
In the medical terms.
But no, yeah, Josh got sick, and then we couldn't record the vocals, and like one of our only options was like, well, just buy the $3,000 mic that fucking Goal has, and then just record from your fucking house, and it sounds great.
Well, I mean, it's the equivalent of buying like a professional instrument. Like if you're going to be a professional musician, you might as well have the instruments. I keep every fucking time with this band, I've been the guitarist, and then I was the bassist, and then I was the singer. I just keep shuffling around. So I have like professional bass equipment. I sold all my guitar equipment, but I finally got vocal stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
After like 6 years.
Yeah,
but
I need to catch up. I don't own a vocal mic at all.
If you
well, that's okay. It's okay. You don't need
one.
If
you want a fairly affordable one, there's the SM7B. It's the one Thomas is using right now. That's actually mine. That's what I used before this. This is a big fucking step up. This microphone, it's a Manly microphone. It's like $3,500.
Oh god.
Which is fucking insane. That is ridiculous. Like the mic stand I have, it's a $300 mic stand because I don't want to use a cheap shitty mic stand.
Anytime we go out recording, Josh just gets so fucking sick. It's like you got to do this shit on your own time. You have to do because like, otherwise we're paying for a vacation for you to get sick essentially, and then we can't record vocals.
It sounds really good, but I highly suggest the 7B if you're looking for a microphone. I think it's like $300 to $500, and it sounds really good. Like, especially for screams.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, most studios will use a 7B for screams. Like the amount of people who use 7Bs for screams is like unreal. And for cleans, it also sounds really good.
Huh.
Really?
Check that out.
Yeah. So, big suggestion. Look into it. You need this little. I don't know if you have the little cloud lifter. You could like show them on the camera if you want. It's bad podcast material, but like, there's a little fucking goddamn equipment talk on the podcast. It's a little thing you have to boost the signal.
Yeah. Okay.
That little box is like $150, so it's an add-on to the microphone. But like, you kind of need that to record. But I highly suggest those if you're gonna record. Like that'll allow you to record from home, and you'll get really really good sounding takes that you can use on your album, unless the studio has better equipment.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. That's sick, man.
Dude, I love recording. Honestly, like, I know a lot of bands don't like it, but I actually enjoy being in the studio, no matter how long it takes. Like, it's always fun seeing how the song changes and stuff.
It's fun. It just costs money. That's the thing that sucks.
Yeah. That's true.
Studio time is my favorite thing about being in a band.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing of being on live for the most part.
The conversation of how long we're going to be in there and... gotta love it.
When you get to like say like, oh, what are we gonna do? It's like a week in the studio. You're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
a week, like 2 weeks. You get an Airbnb or some shit like that, and you just wake up and you just go do music and you pretend it's your life, and you're like, I can't wait until this is my fucking life. Like not all the time in a studio, but like, oh, I make music until the music's done, and then I go into a fucking studio, and then the release and like the whole thing.
Dude,
I'm excited to have it as like a job.
Yeah.
At some point, this is goals right here. If we could make enough money off of this music shit and just go into the studio and write an album in studio, dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That's
that
the
would
goal.
be so fucking cool. Just like literally, like schedule a month of studio time, show up and start writing. Like that would be fucking.
That would be so tight.
The coolest shit.
That'd be cool.
I know a bunch of bands do that. A band that went to the studio we went to record our unreleased EP did that. I don't know what band it was, but he was showing us their stuff.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like I hear about like a lot of bands doing that too. It's something I actually brought up to the guys too. It's like I know a lot of bands will like set out a certain amount of time. They'll rent out like an Airbnb or something and just live together to write an album for like a month.
I want to do that
and then
so
they go to
bad.
the studio.
That'd be sick.
Like that sounds
that would be sick,
fun.
actually.
That actually sounds
Like
awesome.
Dude, like get away to the
Yeah.
mountains, like go up into the fucking
Yeah,
mountains
dude.
and like have like
yeah.
a hot tub and like, dude, that'd be so sick. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I know, like,
What the fuck is
I
that?
can't,
We gotta
I
do it.
can't
Yeah.
afford that shit.
Dude,
Dude.
that's like album 4 for us. 3 or 4, whenever we're like making good monies. Maybe, I mean, if this second album does really well, then it's like, fuck, maybe we just do that for third album. But like,
Dude,
dude,
yeah.
I
Dude,
would
this
love
album
that.
better fucking do well. If this album doesn't do well, I'd be blown away. Dude, our new music is fucking lit.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Damn,
I
I'm,
hope you guys
I'm
like
stoked
it.
to hear it, man. I actually have a favorite song from you guys. If you
What
guys
is it?
don't
Is
mind
it
me,
LSF.
it's not actually.
What the fuck? It's not LSF?
I mean, no offense to that song. I like that song.
That's-
I
No,
think,
it's a good song. It's like our most popular one.
Is
fucking,
it-
I mean, Isaac Wilson made us.
is it
but-
One
It's a-
Night Stand?
it's on the top 5, I think. Let's see. It's
we only have like 8 songs, including the Christmas song. So
I like "Sorry Excuse" a lot. Actually, I think that's a really
Dude, that's
the
sick.
one song in 4/4.
dude. It's,
every
The one song
singer's
with
dream.
no time signature changes. I keep hearing people, they're like, God, this song is really good. And I'm like, yeah, it's the one without time signature changes.
it's just really good, man. I like it. I feel like when I hear it, I'm just like, okay, all right, shit. Like,
It's just a
I don't
good,
know. It's
clean
just
song.
solid,
Yeah.
man.
It's a vibe, yeah.
Actually,
It gets right into it
if
too. There's no
we-
fucking around. It just like starts.
if we could go back actually to your number 1 song, actually, I love that you guys have Isaac on there from Dwellings.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Oh yeah.
I love his
Hit-
voice, dude. He reminds me so much of Kurt Travis.
Follow him on Facebook, hit him up. He'll probably do a feature for you as well.
He's a homie.
Really
He's
chill.
such a cool
he's a
guy.
good friend of ours. He's way sick, way chill. He likes featuring. He wants to get his name out there.
Yeah, dude.
Sick.
That's
I
cool.
love his voice, man.
I highly
Yeah.
suggest hit him up. I'd love to hear him on your music too.
It'd be nice.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Because I like his voice on everything. I like your guys' music and I like his music, but if like both combined, damn, that would be some
Damn.
Damn,
sweetness right
That'd be
that
there.
would be
sick.
fucking cool.
What about a mega like track with you and him in a big swan
Damn.
like
Oh,
3
shit.
vocalist thing
like-
happening?
This is
That's-
our dream. Like we love,
Fucking
we
thing
love
we can't
the
talk
idea.
about. This fucking A. No, dude.
Okay, yeah, there is some stuff we can't talk about regarding stuff like that, but absolutely, that would be fucking. We would really like that.
It'd be up our
That would
alley
be really fucking
for
cool.
things that we like
Absolutely. We
Oh, yeah.
love the idea of I'll just say this. We love the idea of like features are great. Co-writing is fucking great. You know, it's a really
Yeah.
fun time. But there's a lot of problems that can come with that. I would love to co-write at least a single with you guys.
That'd be
Like
fun.
for
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah.
For sure, Dwellings and you know, Properties of Nature and like a fucking, you know, a big super song, right? But I would love to co-write a song just you guys and us. That'd be fun.
In my experience, as far as that goes, the more instrumental players you have in a project like that, the more complicated it gets, because usually you just need like 2 people on guitars
Right.
that you really like, and any more than that, unless you're making like a 19-minute long song, it gets kind of weird. Like the best thing you could do for a project like that is add vocalists.
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
say-
Oh, well, that's what I meant.
The
I don't know if I
styles and
was
stuff
like
like that.
if If I didn't
Yeah.
specify.
Yeah.
If you guys ever
yeah.
want to feature, bro, hit me up. Y'all fucking feature on me.
Hell
I'll feature
yeah.
on
Oh,
you.
Josh is gonna fucking do it. You got no
Add me
idea.
on- hey, I want you to feature.
I'm there.
I'm gonna do solo album stuff soon. Eventually, at some point when I can afford to release it, I'm writing solo music.
Oh,
I would
shit.
love to have you on that if you want
Dude, yeah. I'll scream.
to do that. Hell yeah.
I like the idea that a lot of and I'm starting to see it more now, like doing this podcast and interviewing people. And it's like everybody that's kind of around our level and like a bit above, like even down to like the 50,000 and even some of the 100,000s. They're pretty open about being like, yeah, dude, like I want to. They're like, yeah, I also like your music. Like let's do this stuff together. It feels very cool to have like this group of people that feel so connected in such a weird way.
Yeah.
And for the most part,
It's a great
I
community.
haven't experienced anybody bad. They're so nice. That some of the fucking nicest people are some of these band members, and I just don't expect it every single time.
Yeah, it's the love of the game, man.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
I
that's what it
agree.
is. Like we all want that. We all want to be big and fucking do cool stuff on stage and have people be like, oh my god, oh they're so cool. I love it. Like we all kind of
We
want
all-
that, you know, have
yeah.
a fun time with it.
I want to tour with each other, you know? Like, I want to have shows where we play together and be like, damn, do you remember when we did that podcast? And fucking like, holy shit, we're
Dude, we're
playing.
going to.
There you go.
You guys are on the tour list for sure.
Lock it
Fuck
in.
yeah, man.
There's no way we don't. No, I'd be down for that. Whenever we're able to like start touring, like that would be sick. It'd be so nice to have like this group of people where it's like we want to tour and make money, but we don't want to like set up anything like mega crazy. So let's just get these 3-4 bands or whatever together, and we'll just do like this casual like week-long tour or something. It doesn't have to be some big fucking deal
All right.
where you like
Yeah,
schedule
that
for like
sounds
a
fun,
fucking 2 years
actually.
beforehand.
Here's the bill. It's us. Here's the now pulses and dwellings.
Damn.
That would be
That's
That'd be
a
the
sick
dream
lineup
tour.
right there.
Damn, that would be cool. I love
Dude.
Pulses too. Those guys are fucking dope.
They're so freaking chill. I love them.
I'm
Have you
wet
guys,
right
have you
now.
guys hung out with them yet?
No,
No,
we haven't
I
had the
haven't.
Anything like that? You
opportunity.
done anything with them? Dude, they're so sick.
Hey,
I
Pulses-
having those guys on the podcast was a sick ass time.
They also like to work with other musicians.
Hit
Hit
'em
them
up,
up
yeah.
as well. Just add them on Facebook. They're way chill. They'll talk to you.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
At some
They'll-
point, dude, I feel like at some point this went from like our music podcast to just us hanging out.
Yeah, I know.
We're like, oh,
This is the
we're all gonna
Chillcast.
fucking
This
chill.
is
Alright,
Chillcast part 2.
I think that's
Chillcast.
what people want. I think that's what people want. Honestly, is like, well, yeah, like this is people. As far as I know, talking to people, they're like, I love when you talk about just your regular mundane music shit because it's something that other people don't get to see. Where it's like, oh, this is how it happens. They just
Dude, yeah.
talk, and then they're like, yeah, we'll do it. Sure.
It makes it so relatable. I love when that happens in podcasts too, like just them talking about random shit. And I'm like, dude, this is shit I would talk about with all my
Oh, yeah.
members and my friends. Like, you know, I don't know, it makes it like going back to the human thing, like it just makes you realize they're a person interested in the
Yeah.
same shit you are.
Yeah, we
It
all
just helps
human.
with connecting, I think. I guess going back into the podcast portion of it, I know you guys said that you guys were like friends growing up, right? Like not like growing up, like oh we came out the womb holding hands. How did you guys? How
We're
did you
holding
guys
hands
start,
right now.
I guess in the bathroom pissing.
better
Yeah, it's a
be.
very long piss. Yeah,
Your hands are just so sweaty. Been holding.
It's
How long have you been
clammy.
doing
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Yeah, Joe,
Fucking
you suck the
hour
thing.
long holding hands.
you gotta
Yeah,
loosen that
dude.
grip, Joe.
That's right.
Yeah, I just feel like I wanted to get to know about you guys a little bit more, and like I guess learning your starting points. If it was just something you did out of like pure like, you know, what for Pulses it was like, oh, it was just for a talent show, and then they just kind of kept
Damn.
going. For
Dude,
Prophets of
low key,
Nature,
kind of
yeah.
the same.
Yeah,
I
kinda,
remember.
yeah.
I don't know if you mind me telling this story, Pete, but we were at
If not, I can cut it out.
we were at a
too.
house party.
Don't worry.
Are you okay with this, Pete? You still there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So me and Peter were
He says he's
at
down.
a
We have
house party,
permission.
and everyone's like, you know, having fun inside, like partying and shit. And him and I brought our like acoustic guitars to the party, but like we ended up like going outside and just like jamming on the back of another one of my friends' tailgates. And we're like, dude, I've been trying to start a band in this town for so long, and like Pete was like, dude, me too. Like I've tried to start so many bands, but all we do is take pictures and then never write music. And I was like, we should start a band. And so like him and I like started a band, and like we were like, we need to find some members and shit. And so like we like just started like messaging people. And at the beginning, I was a guitar player and singer instead of a bassist and singer. And so like we were looking for a bassist and a drummer. And Pete, you can tell the story about David. I know you met David back in the day.
I found out David played drums, and I feel like that's the hardest thing to find, like a drummer. Like,
dude,
you could easily find
good drummer.
You can easily find thousands of like guitarists or like bassists or whatever, and I was like,
make a guitarist into a bassist.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what
happens.
That's what happened to Joey. He ended up on bass. But yeah, I found out David played drums, and I just asked him to, not even trying to get him in the band. I just wanted to jam. And we ended up jamming, and I asked him if he wanted to do, it was basically like a talent show for our school. And then so we brought him in. We were like, yo,
this high school at the time?
Yeah, this is high school. I think I was a sophomore and David was a freshman. And
I was actually a senior at the time. I was old.
But how old are you guys roundabout?
27.
25.
Okay, our age. We're all pretty much the same age.
Yeah. 26. David's 25.
Yeah, I'd love a tour with you guys. We go fucking hard. Anyways,
Chris
keep
is
going.
21. So I asked David, I'm like, yo, do you want to do this? I know this guitar player and singer. He's not that good, but he's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Fuck you, bro.
This guy's a piece of shit, dude. Fuck this guy. I actually hate him.
I was like, yeah, if you want to play with this. And
Feels
then
real bad.
We had like a few practices, and we ended up doing it. And then we kind of just kept writing songs, and then we kind of just like brought in David into the band without even asking him. We were just like, okay, cool.
Dude.
We're gonna write this song now.
It's so funny. I love telling that story just because it's like, originally it was just a talent show, and like we practiced these songs for a talent show, whatnot, and like at some point someone was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so glad we started this band," and I was like, "What?"
Wait, why am I in this band?
I'm in.
Did you guys play "Here's to Now" songs, or were they like
No.
other songs that you
dude.
didn't record for this band?
We were ass at the beginning, man.
Yeah, same.
So you have some "Here's to Now" songs that are just not worth recording or having anybody listen to.
Yeah, at the beginning, man, we were just we had different influences too. Like at this time, we didn't know like anything proggy at all. Swan chord, we didn't know anything.
What was the original name? It couldn't have been "Here's to Now" from the beginning, right?
No. We were.
It was.
We were.
It was "Where's to Then."
It was,
it was so
Midnight Embers. Midnight Embers was the name of our band at the time.
What was it?
Midnight Embers.
I'm all right with that too, actually.
Dude,
that is pretty cool.
That
It was
sounds
funny
like
'cause,
a
like,
high
I like
school
the
band
ambient
name, though.
that's with it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
used
it
to all
does.
just like chill in my backyard back in Texas, and we would I had like a little campfire pit, so we would all just get like stupidly trashed and like just jam and like just laugh at stupid shit, just having like a good time. And we were like, oh, I don't remember who came up with. Was it you, Joe? Did you come up with that?
I think we literally were all like under the influence of something, and we like were jamming.
Gotta say it quietly.
Yeah, one's drunk, one's on weed,
it was like
heroin, and
no. But it was like really late, and like we're all hanging out, and I remember I had to go home because like I had like a curfew at the time, and we were like, there's no way I could have gone home, but like we were like, dude, we got these members in the band now, and I remember like looking at the like campfire, and I was like, what if we called ourselves Midnight Embers? It was the stupidest looking.
Whoa, shit,
That's such a great name.
we're already famous. Fuck. Oh my God, that's all we fucking needed. That's what we were waiting for.
Dude.
Real talk though, how does it feel to have like? Let me see how many. You guys are at 28,000 monthly listeners. How does that feel? Because I remember when you guys first started releasing music, I was there when you guys released your first song.
Damn, you're day
shit.
one.
That's
The
awesome,
first
dude.
single.
Day
Like
one.
I saw you guys post it on Facebook, and I was like, ah! And I went to listen to it. I was like, this is fucking sick.
Damn, that's
so
cool.
sick.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, man.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy, man.
Wait.
None of us expected that.
Didn't
honestly.
you guys?
Where'd you find it on Facebook?
Did you
Yeah.
guys release? Did you guys? It might not have been on Facebook then, but did you guys release? Wasn't there like an instrumental version first of Rose Gold, or am I thinking of a different band?
No, yeah,
There's another band with really similar artwork to yours. So I found you guys and them, and I don't remember what their name was, but You're
Yeah.
orange and like blue. They have
I think that was
yes, that is
Midnight
Rose Gold.
Embers.
Dude, Midnight Embers was a
But
fucking.
no,
I
was
love
there.
those guys so much.
I was there when you guys first released. Like when you guys first dropped your music, I was listening to it like
Damn.
immediately. I saw somebody post it on somewhere on Facebook. It might have been a fan. It could have been on a Dance Gavin Dance page.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't remember
Grandparents.
the direct thing, but
I was definitely all over
dude,
Reddit.
I've been a fan for a long ass time.
Yeah, we would post on bands that we had like our influences from. We would post on their like subgroups. Might
I
have
probably
Like on
saw it on a
Reddit?
subgroup then.
yeah, it might have been on like on the Dance Gavin Dance Facebook group or whatever it is.
Oh, the
We
Swan
just
posting
posted
or
on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we posted on there. We're like, hey, these are our influences. This is our new stuff. We got quite a bit of like responses on there, which was like it was weird. Like we had a lot of people like reaching out saying, "Oh shit, this is actually really good."
dude, that was such
Can't
a
wait.
scary time.
Dude, yeah.
Like I remember
Scary-
releasing
scary
that
how?
shit
It's
because
like a bunch of people like jumping around corners, spooking you or what?
oh yeah, dude, like
It's a
I was
horrifying
just
time.
jump scares. I was so scared. Nah, dude, like so I don't know. Just to call back to what Pete was saying earlier, like when we were recording, like Rose Gold was kind of like my baby. Like it was my skeleton that I brought to the band.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. He told you our producer kind of changed the way I was singing the chorus, and I was being a little ambitious, and I was like, I grew up listening to like singers with high pitched voices, like Kellen Quinn and fucking like, you know, the bunch of Dance Gavin Dance singers, and I was trying to sing it way too high out of my range, and I was like, fuck, like he made me lower my voice, and I was like, what if this doesn't sound good? And I was really in my head about it, like I was like, fuck, this is like, I'm really nervous about it and being received bad. Like I don't know, when you guys write something, you're like hoping it gets received well, and if it doesn't, you're like, oh, okay, I need to get better.
I wrote all of the vocals for Josh for the first EP.
Yeah.
And those are all I had just started listening to DGD. I listened to DGD for the first time, and then that night I made Sorry Excuse.
Yeah.
And all of that shit is out of his range. For the EP it sounds great, and he can I don't know, maybe you can sing it all now
I wouldn't
because
say
his voice
it's-
got higher.
I wouldn't say it was out of my range. It's just the way it has to be sung.
Yeah.
Like the first off, no area for breathing anyway.
No, yeah, I
for
feel
most
that
of our
every
music.
fucking
feel that.
I do screaming and singing. I have no time to fucking breathe. I'm
Dude,
just
same. It's so hard.
and then I just don't sing like that. I just
I don't know
sing
about
like
that
the
noise, but
the first album stuff. Like when you guys hear our new stuff, it's a lot cooler.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
So you can relate though,
But-
being in this specific genre. Like a lot of the singers have such a high voice, and you're like, "Fuck!" Like,
Dude, what the fuck?
damn, this is
Dude,
so
I
high.
can't sing your shit.
Dude, I forced mine to be that high.
Yeah.
I couldn't sing that high, but I was like, I want to. I was
Yeah.
like, God damn it. I want to sound
Josh,
like
yeah,
Kellen
you
Quinn.
really
Yeah.
found your voice, Josh. You really found it.
Dude,
But there's parts where I'll sing low now.
yeah, you find your voice.
And also, I mean, I do like
Yes.
4-part harmonies on everything now, so like
that's cool.
I think
Like-
that's a lot of starting for bands is like they're gonna make their first stuff, and sure it'll sound good, but then it's like round album 2 or 3 that you're like, oh, like this is what they sound like. They found their shit, and it might change over time.
Find
but,
your
still.
voice.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about it too. Like, not just with vocals, but anything. Like you're influenced by certain things, and it really you're trying so hard to be like someone else, and then through that process, you discover who you are.
That's
Yes, yeah.
well said.
Yes.
That's very true.
yeah, I feel like we like just got to that point. Like I don't know, I feel like our album sounds pretty unique to be honest, but also like it feels a lot more natural now.
Yeah, it feels way
with our
easier.
new stuff. Like I'm not essentially copying somebody.
Yeah, awesome, dude. I'm really excited.
Uh,
You guys are talking so highly about it. I'm really excited to hear it.
Yeah, dude, I want to.
dude, I think it's really cool. There's a lot of shit going on.
I bonked my funny bone.
I
It
don't know
hurts.
how people are gonna really respond to it. To be honest, I never know. Like when you're releasing something, you're like, "Fuck, they could just fucking hate
Yeah.
this."
It's
Did you know
scary
this
as
new
fuck,
stuff?
dude.
Is it-
Fear.
When
It's scary.
I mean, I know you guys probably can't talk too much about it, but you guys like when's the shoot date you guys are aiming for right now?
We're trying for, we can talk about as much as like we need to, like the guys that we are working with. Maybe that's saying too much. They're not like hard asses or anything, and I think that the music's good enough that like we could completely like expose ourselves now and it would still be fine, right? Not expose ourselves, like the music.
Ooh.
Go
like
on.
us.
Go on.
We're hoping.
Hey, add me on Insta real quick. Add me on IG.
I might as well just end it right now.
He meant
But no,
he meant expose ourselves in like a Scooby-Doo manner where we just take our
Shit.
yeah.
Take off our skin. Just rip our skin off.
It was
God.
properties of nature all along.
We're at the stage where because we've had this shit ready for like months and months now. Probably when was it finished?
Yeah, when did we record it?
We recorded it when it was like winter in Kentucky, right? So that was like
January or February.
January.
Of
Has
this
it been like
year.
a year now?
Yes.
It's been like a year?
It's literally we started this whole project in October of last year, which
wow.
isn't
Homie-
bad for EP, but
Yeah, we were like, we're gonna get this out in 4 months max.
4 months.
4 months max, and then
4
we're just like,
months.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude. I now I even more wish that we did another song.
yeah.
I regret that we did not have the time, dude. We were in the studio doing like 18-hour days for 10 days straight,
Sleeping
like
on the
18
fucking
hours.
concrete
Just
floors.
recording.
Bro, yeah, I remember being like, man, yeah, 10 hours, we're probably going to have a lot of extra time, so we'll be good.
Dude, we
And
didn't.
then we were just like, fuck,
we did
fuck,
not
fuck.
have enough time.
Damn.
We need...
And that was
Yeah.
me. That was with me recording most of the vocals from home.
To be fair, though,
Like,
Yeah.
I was
we
at
didn't have
I was
time.
at the fucking desk being like, how did that part go again? And shit like that.
Sure, Tom. Yeah, next time you better bring your fucking A game, Tom. I'm not
Homie,
paying
I
you
brought
to
my-
fucking learn.
I did bass for one song. I brought my fucking A game. I knocked
yeah.
that thing out in
That just went
like
crazy.
20 minutes, whole song.
That's because you wrote
Um,
it there. There's a difference.
I didn't write it there.
Yes, you.
I wrote it at home,
No, he
dude.
did. He wrote it home.
Oh, okay.
But no, I guess to answer your question, yeah, we're finally at the point where we're like, because for us, marketing is the most important part of any of it. Like, yes, the music
Right.
has to be good. Yes, we have to love the music, right? And I think this time, like, I genuinely love the music that we made. But like marketing, it's so fucking important, and we're working everything out with that right now and figuring everything out, so that way, hopefully, we can get the okay to start working on the actual marketing process, and then after that, I would expect anywhere from like a month to 2 months. So hopefully, within 3 months, we can start putting this shit out, so we can start working on just releasing singles again, because now we've got such a workful going that like we can just start releasing singles all the fucking time, kind of like what
We have
Buried
so
Alive's
many
doing.
songs on backlog,
Yeah, dude. That's the way to have it, man.
It's cool.
Right
it's
in your
cool,
back
though.
but
pocket.
we don't have any vocals. I just gotta record the vocals for a lot of them, because I think a lot of the instrumental, at least the guitars,
I don't have
are
bass for
finished.
any of them.
Well, we'll get that. We
No.
we Gucci. If you can't write it, we'll have Bass Boy and Here's to Now write it.
As long as there's an
Boy.
idea, you can always go back to
No.
it.
Beast Boy.
What? I feel like as
Beast
long as we
Boy.
have the guitars done and the drums, we just gotta do bass and vocals, and then we're good. That's just
Yeah.
how it works. That's
True.
how writing works.
Well,
Wait, what's your process, anyways? What do you do? A specific instrument first for your stuff?
Like when it comes to recording, or
Hey guys, what up? It's Kanan here. Just let you know there's going to be a little bit of white noise here in a second, but it doesn't last the rest of the time, so don't worry about it. Okay, love you, bye.
Just
I guess-
writing.
Oh,
in
I guess you
general.
guys did tell us, like, you gave us a little bit of insight on that, but yeah, who do you start with?
We like make skeletons. Like I like to call them skeletons because they're like ideas of songs that we have, and we'll like show them to each other, and then kind of
If you
Right.
if you like it.
yeah, like for our demos, like for instance, like when David Thieves was David's baby, so like David came up with like the drums and like what he imagined the guitar would sound like and the bass and stuff, and then he sent it to us, and we were like, oh, this is super cool. And like it was like, if anything changes, like if you want to change the bass or if you want to change the guitar, add some leads or anything like that, like go for it, but this is just an idea that I had for this song. And so then we'll listen to it back and we're like, oh, this is dope, and then we'll come together and start writing, and we're like, oh yeah, I think the bass would sound cooler this way, or I think the guitar should have more of this kind of feel to it. And then we'll like, it'll transform into what it is today. And then I'll like add lyrics and stuff later. Like I feel like lyrics and stuff come last for me personally. I just have to listen to the whole thing once it's done.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Unless
I usually,
you base the song
I can
off
write
the
over.
lyrics.
I can write over just guitar stuff, but anytime I do that, like I did that with the stuff we haven't released, and Thomas was like, "Please just wait till I have my bass." bass shit. Fuck, dude, I don't know what to do.
Well, I don't want to fucking write without drums. Was my thing. Like, goddamn, you gotta have the drums down first before I lay down bass.
Yeah.
Because like, I would like write a bass part, and then like the drums would be put on, and it would like clash with the bass. When I like to be in harmony with that bass and like really like go in with it. And it's just like I'm not
for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's something that I think whenever like I'm writing a new demo, I always do guitar and drums first, and then I come back with the bass because I love for drums and bass to be tight together. Like they have to complement each other.
We need to work more on that. I know Thomas and Cade are bassist and drummer. I think they're trying to do a bit more of that. I'll write the guitar, the main guitar, and then now I guess second guitar as well, and then hand that off to them, and I just say, all right, fuck you guys, do something with it, and then it'll get handed off to Josh after they're done. I used to I loved the process of like making the music with everybody all together, but I also really enjoy the process of making a guitar track, making another one, and then I'm like, oh, I impressed myself so good, and I like pat myself on the shoulder, and then I send that off, and then getting to hear it with drums, and then getting to hear it with bass, and then vocals. It's like every time it's like I get like it changes the song so fundamentally.
Yeah,
it's so cool to fucking hear.
It's fucking rad how it works out like that. It changes every single time.
Ooh, you guys wanted to listen to the rest of that episode? Well, too bad. You got to go to our Patreon. I'm just fucking with you. The rest of that episode, like half the people's microphones just stopped fucking working for whatever reason. So that part doesn't exist, but that's okay because we're gonna have a second podcast with him some point in the future, which would be pretty cool. Hi, here's the Now Boys. How you doing? Love you, miss you. Hope you're having a good day. Everybody drink a lot of coffee. But yeah, please go follow Here's to Now on Instagram and Twitter, wherever you can find them on social media. It's just Here's to Now or Here's to Now Band. They've got music releasing here in the next maybe a week or two. Just follow them on Spotify. Keep up to date with them because if you haven't heard them, go listen to their fucking music. Right? Follow Properties of Nature on Instagram and Twitter, but Pon_band on Twitter, PON, not PAWN, like Pon, like PON. And then Facebook, if you still use Facebook, like a gross ass. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your afternoon. I'm going to go stop editing this now. It's a really long episode.